Then you have new people, younger people, especially in the case of Egypt, who are now asserting themselves and putting themselves in the middle of this debate and trying to have new answers that are unfortunately not just something that is as violent as ISIS, but is inherently more rebellious and more violent. Doesn't have to be like ISIS, but is definitely something that does not buy into the modern understanding of the nation state. And then you end up with things like the Ahrar movement in Egypt, one of the new Islamist groups that are trying to infuse these very confused ideas about how the world should be. And what you're left with is really a dangerous hot mess. And they think it's genius against the globalization of the world. They're against the economic hegemony of the United States. And they try to then infuse these radical left thoughts, if you will, and ideas with a modern understanding of Islamic methodology. They are continuing to see the world not just through this Islamist lens, but a conspiratorial lens, and in a very interesting way, almost copying everything that they would find useful from the different groups. And so they may not be buying into how ISIS went on to establish the caliphate now, but when it comes to ISIS use of violence, why not? We can use that. When it comes to again leftist critiques of globalization, yeah, that fits well with what we believe about the U.S. Hegemony in the region and how it's a war against our identity. It's also an economic war against our identity, and therefore it confirms our belief of why the United States is an enemy after all, even though we haven't went to that conclusion through whether this is the far enemy or the near enemy. No, it's globalization. Globalization is an attack against our Islamic identity, and so therefore we're going to attack the United States somewhere in the future. And that's the unfortunate thing, really, when I think about the future of Egyptian Islamism, and especially this young strand of Islamists,